Hey, what's going on, Capricorn? Robin here with AriesFireTarot. Thanks for joining me on the channel today. So we're doing the June 2020 StarGuide tarot card reading, and I'm using the Starman tarot card deck. And I love this StarGuide spread because it is very deep, and it will give you a pause for introspection on how you can get through your current struggle, hopefully. And I really hope that this reading resonates and that you can use it in some facet of your life to elevate yourself. So guys, yeah, thanks again for being here, and thank you everybody for subscribing to the channel and all your comments. You know, it's just so wonderful to have you guys as part of my tribe, and I just wanted to send you guys love and many blessings, and I hope you're ready for this reading, guys. Let me just do one more quick shuffle and then we'll dig in, because you guys know that I like to keep it short. I'm an Aries. I like to get to the point. So let's look at your present situation. Let me do a deck cut here. Oh, I'm so excited to do this reading. How bizarre. So I've got these situations where signs that are close to each other, they're having cards that mirror in their readings. Okay, so I always do Sagittarius before you guys, and then you come after, and they started their reading with the Five of Swords, and I always clear the deck by tapping on it, and I always shuffle like crazy and drop cards on the floor. I'm gonna keep talking, but go and get that. So I've got the Five of Swords here to start off your reading. Yeah, what's going on with the Five of Swords for you? And just because I pulled the same card doesn't mean that the same message is going to come through here. Very interesting here. So there's one person holding a sword, and then the other ones seem to be coming out of nowhere. Here, I want you guys to really pay attention to that. So I'm seeing kind of a level of self-sabotage, and you could possibly have somebody in your life that likes to give you a little bit of a sting, right? You know how people give a backhanded compliment, or they're just plain ignorant, you know, and you're like, oh God, here they come. And you're trying to vanish into the furniture, but they see you anyway, and you're, oh, here we go. But I mean, the poisonous thing about that is that, you know, you can remember those things afterwards, you know, or maybe there was something that happened in your childhood that you keep on carrying forward, you know. And I'll just give you guys something quick, from my childhood. You know, and this is not going to be nice. You know, my parents always told me that I was ugly and stupid. So it took me a long time to get rid of that voice in my head, those voices, you know. And I would self-sabotage myself with these thoughts, you know, and it kind of ruined my life for a while. So I'm kind of seeing that, you guys are having the echo of somebody else's voice come in, and maybe you made a mistake, or maybe you did something stupid, or maybe you didn't do anything wrong at all, but somebody hypercritical, or somebody that really is, they get their kicks out of picking on other people, like a energy vampire, or, you know, just somebody that's not nice. A lot of people that are self-conscious, or the word I'm looking for is really escaping me here. Insecure. There it is. They'll look at other people, and instead of saying, oh, wow, I'd really like to have that person's style, or they're so smart, how did they get there? Maybe I can learn from them. They'll send out zingers, you know, to try and make you feel bad. And I'm kind of getting the sense here that, you know, it's somebody, obviously it's somebody close to you, you know, in your circle of work or your circle of family. It could be a partner. It could even be your kids if they're going through that horrendous teenage stage. So, you know, definitely these thoughts are being multiplied. So somebody's sending you like basically a blow dart, right? And then afterwards you're having this memory. It's like an aftershock of like this person's words, and you're like, oh God, you know, where you're thinking, well, do those jeans look really awful on me? Or is my makeup all wrong? Or am I stupid? Or, you know, and you just keep remembering that. And that becomes part of the dialogue that you tell yourself, especially if you heard it like starting off as a child, like what I did with my family. And like, I thought, oh man, I just went through a stage where, you guys, I wore so much makeup. I looked like somebody in an 80s hairband, you know, because I had to cover up myself, because I thought, I really believed, because it was my parents, that I was just this hideous creature. So anyway, I hope it hasn't gone that far for you guys, because it's kind of a struggle to overcome. Anyway, let's see cause of conflict for you guys. So it could really be hampering the way you socialize with people. It could affect the way that you interact with people at work. It could hold you back, like if it's somebody like your partner that is always on you, like, you know, oh, don't you know where the laundry basket is? Doesn't anybody in this house know how to change a roll of toilet paper except for me? Oh, blah, 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 blah. So somebody's just going on and on and on and on and on. And it's affecting the way that you interact and socialize. And this should be a beautiful card with the Three of Cups. This is like being able to celebrate with your friends and family and just having this happiness. But I feel like somebody is putting a layer in between you and your ability to connect on a really meaningful level, because you're too busy picking all of these darts out of your body. And then it's happening on such a repetitive level. And this could be on social media too, guys. Like if you're seeing things on your timeline where you just have to cringe or like really like scroll by, you might want to disassociate yourself with whatever page, or hide that person. You can snooze people, you can unfriend people. It's your social media. You don't have to take in anything that's going to sort of assault you visually and intellectually, and then come back at a later date where you're going, ooh, you know, because that is affecting you. It's sending ripples through all your body, and whatever you're thinking, your body is going to believe, you know. So let's see changes needed in order to face the challenges. Aw, guys, look at this poor guy. Like, I usually like crack up like mad when I see this card, because like this is like the worst depiction of Ten of Wands that I have ever seen. Like he's almost like crippled, you know, by all these damages. And you can see again, like all these hits being taken here. Ten of Wands is like a wand has gone, like somebody stabbing you in the back, and he's not carrying the load. The load is embedded in his body, you know, and it's like been such a struggle. And especially if somebody is attacking your character or the way you look, you know, or what clothes you wear, how your level of education, like things that nobody has any business saying anything about, just so that you guys know. So you're going to have to get to the point where you no longer accept this type of feedback from people, you know, so that you can sort of cross the finish line of your own. And the word I'm getting here is self-flagellation. And something that's coming to mind here for me, you guys, is that I saw this interesting quote on social media the other day, and it says, when a child hears blah blah, insert whatever, you know, negative things about them, they don't stop loving the person that says them, they stop loving themselves. So it's time for you guys to really stand up and have that belief in yourself, like whatever circumstances going on here, whatever sort of negative influence is happening, and carry it with you into a place where you feel safe. So if that means that you have to change your employer, if that means that you have to sit down and talk to somebody, or avoid somebody, or eliminate that person from your life, so that you can like heal. Like the Five of Swords and the Ten of Wands, they're not good cards. They're very uncomfortable cards. And the card that should be the happiest with the Three of Cups is the cause of conflict. Because I don't think that other people are believing you right now. Especially if you're really like in a romantic relationship with a narcissist. Bordering on sociopathy. Strengths. Oh, guys. Got the Nine of Swords here. So I just want to stop right here and tell you guys that you're able to recover from anything. Honestly. You know, I went through a very, very, very difficult journey. And I know I talked about myself once already, but I want you guys to know that you can absolutely turn around anything, because this is supposed to be your strength. And it's the Nine of Swords. And the Nine of Swords, this is devastating. You know, this is just waiting for everything to fall on your head. You know, it's like never feeling at ease or comfortable. And it's where your own thoughts are your worst enemy. So this is tragic, you know, and you deserve more than that. You absolutely do. And you're worth everything. You know, you don't have to find worth in yourself from other people, especially other people that are going to sting you every time that they see you. You know, if it's a boss, if it's a colleague, you know, you can just simply say to people, I'd really prefer it if you did not speak to me that way ever again. And you have every right to say that. You know, if it's an employer, you have to find a really tactful way to say it, or go see HR. If it's somebody in your family, I mean, you can tell people they can basically sit and rotate. You don't have to take it, you guys. It doesn't matter who it's coming from. If it's somebody that's in a position of power that is making you feel that way, they're abusing that power. And you can take your power back. Okay, so let's see other challenges. Yikes, you do not need another challenge. Okay, so maybe you have too much on your plate and you've got a lot going on here. Two of Pentacles. It's time to offload some of this, you guys. Like, I'm just seeing this massive emotional, intellectual burden here. It's too much. You've got too much going on here. And I think the worst thing that's happening is that you're believing somebody else's story about you. And that should never happen. That should never happen. You should be narrating your own story. Right? You got to take over the script. You know, never give the pen of your life story to somebody else, you guys. It's time to take it back. And I'm just thinking about the wealth and abundance reading that I did for you guys, and how there was sort of this sense of disbelief that you could create your own wealth. And like, I'm starting to see why what this reading is, because I just don't think that you were ever given your sense of self-worth here, and anything that was given to you was removed by somebody else as they started writing in your life story. Outcome card. You got the World card here, so you guys can do this. The World card is having that sense of accomplishment and stepping to a place where you just feel this sort of ultimate freedom and like, yes, I did it. And the biggest battle worth fighting for is your own peace, your own self-worth. Being able to just sort of breathe easy and believe the nice things that you say about yourself, and not accepting negativity from other people. You know, one of the things that I do, you guys, if somebody's just being like you know what I mean? If they're just being like unbelievable, like you want to scrape them off the bottom of your shoe and I can't see a thing. You know what I say? I say, thank you. You know, and then I move on, and then they're completely baffled. And I just keep on saying it, thank you. You know, if they want to keep on saying stuff, I'm like, thank you very much. I do not rise to other people's opinion about me, and you guys can start taking back control of that for yourself, finding ways to fight back for your own sovereignty here in you. This is really intense, you guys. So I hope this is able to help those of you who are kind of suffering lack of self-worth or being victimized by some like whatever bully in your life, because that's not cool. It's not acceptable. I'm here to support you guys on this journey while you take that pen back and write a happy ending of accomplishment here for you, for yourself, with the World card. So pick yourself up, guys. Dust yourself off. Start putting a barrier in between you and the people that don't belong in your life. Okay? Just want to send you guys love, many blessings from my heart. Okay? Take care.